Hello and welcome to another Out of the Park series where we do something stupid. In these videos, we're going to see how long it takes for the worst baseball club in the major leagues to win a World Series. Real life predictions has the Orioles at least 5 years out of contention, so let's see how much we can beat that by. By taking the job, we have been bestowed goals from the manager, including the stipulation we play near 500 ball. I don't think so. We're literally going to sell off everything of value. This is the clearance sale of the century.
Everything must go and everything's first come, first served.
First, some boring stuff. Here is how I've set my manager options as well as the team strategy. For more of an idea on my methods, check out my decades-long run series. And now some trades. I send Michael Givens, Dylan Bundy, and 3 minor leaguers to Milwaukee for Yasmani Grandal and 3 minor leaguers. Hoping Grandal is a liquid asset if you catch my drift. I make a trade with Arizona, sending Richie Martin, Anthony Santander, and a minor leaguer for Merrill Kelly and a minor leaguer. You may recognize the minor leaguer from other videos. Next stop is in New York. I send Trey Mancini, Carlos E. Perez, and a minor leaguer to the Yankees for Jonathan Loaziga and 3 minor leaguers. We'll be back here momentarily. Next trade is with the White Sox, sending Jimmy Yacobanis, Cedric Mullins, and 2 minor leaguers for Tim Anderson, with the Sox retaining 40% and 2 minor leaguers. Back to the Yankees. I send Jonathan VR, David Hess, and a minor leaguer for Zach Britton, with the Yankees retaining 25% and a minor leaguer. And you thought you had escaped.
God, please, no! 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 No!
I make a trade with the Blue Jays, sending DJ Stewart, Jesmuel Valentin, and a minor leaguer for Aaron Sanchez and 2 minor leaguers. I'm actually quite happy with this trade. Sanchez will help prop the rotation. I call up Dylan Tate, Rio Ruiz, Jace Peterson, Joey Rickard, Mason Williams, and Adema Rafaela to fill the holes in the roster. Here are my new pitching assignments, as well as my lineups. I don't think I've ever made this many trades at the start of a season. Wish I could have at least gotten rid of Chris Davis. We reach opening day, and as is tradition, I play the opening day game. Here are the lineups I used, almost not a single recognizable name. You would think that this would have been a blowout, but it really wasn't. Granted, the Yankees did have a no-hitter going through the 7th until Tim Anderson broke it up, but the Yankees had to walk it off on my poor bullpen. Well, get used to this. We have 161 more games to go. I would say the consolation is a premium draft pick, but I'm hoping to win it all before any of my picks develop. Perhaps a lofty goal on my part. And Mike Wright is suspended.
Suspended! I gotta play!
I send both Alex Cobb and Austin Wins on a rehab assignment. What an ironic name, Austin Wins. I don't see any wins in our future. Drew Jackson is out for 2 to 3 weeks. I call up Zach Vincege in his place. Here's my new lineup. Rehab times are up for Alex Cobb and Austin Wins, so I send down Chance Sisco and Dylan Tate. Here are my new pitching assignments, as well as my lineup. We enter May with the 14-17 record, a .452 win percentage, last in the division. Frankly, I'm surprised we're doing as well as we are. Here are my pitching stats, as well as my batting stats. Alex Cobb manages to re-injure himself without even playing a game. In addition to him going back on the injured list, I demote Paul Fry and Jonathan Loaziga for Keegan Aiken, Nate Carnes, and Dylan Tate. Here are my new pitching assignments. Drew Jackson is no longer injured and is sent on a rehab assignment. Dean Creamer is out for 9 months, and I honestly do not care. I call up Hunter Harvey at his place. These are my new pitching assignments. We reach June and carry with us a 27-32 record, a .458 win percentage, 4th in the division. Are we actually not that bad now? Here are my pitching stats, as well as my batting stats. I demote Keegan Aiken, DFA Chris Lee, and call up Jonathan Loaziga and Paul Fry. Here are my new pitching assignments. Draft time, and with the number 1 pick, I chose Andrew Vaughn, who my scout did not rate very highly. I think I need to fire my scout because this guy is going places, specifically on my roster next season, hopefully. Mark Trumbo is no longer injured and is sent on a rehab assignment. I had genuinely forgotten he was on the team. Alex Cobb is sent on a rehab assignment. I also have to deal with Drew Jackson's rehab time coming to an end and opt to release him.
You're free.
Yasmani Grandal is out for 2 weeks. I call up Chance Sisco in his place. This is my new lineup. I make a trade with the Angels, sending Adema Rafaela and a minor leaguer for Brian Goodwin. No good reason for this trade, just really did not want to have to pronounce that guy's name. Mid-season goals time, and the owner has mixed feelings about my job performance. I don't think you realize, sir, that you hired me to run the worst ball club in the league.
Why don't you just have some fucking patience?
We enter July and have a 36-49 record, a .424 win percentage, last in the division. Okay, this is more like it. Here are my pitching stats, as well as my batting stats. Mark Trumbo is re-injured for 5 weeks and is placed on the injured list. I demote Dylan Tate, Chance Sisco, and call up Joey Rickard, Alex Cobb, and Yasmani Grandal. These are my new pitching assignments, as well as my lineup. I make a trade with the Astros, sending Zach Britton, Yasmani Grandal, and Tanner Scott for Josh Reddick and 4 minor leaguers. The minor leaguers are really the prize here. I'm quite excited for them to develop. To make this trade work, I demote Joey Rickard and call up Zach Birdie, Mac Wivenis, and Chance Sisco. These are my new pitching assignments, as well as my lineup. And Jace Peterson is suspended.
Suspended! I gotta play!
Wait, I already did that gag. Aaron Sanchez is out for 2 to 3 months. Not great. I call up John Means in his place. These are my new pitching assignments. I make a trade with the Giants, sending Renato Nunez, Jace Peterson, and a minor leaguer for Austin Slater and 3 minor leaguers. Again, not really sure why I'm making this trade. To make this trade work, I demote DJ Stewart and call up Steve Wilkerson and Hanser Alberto. This is my new lineup. We enter August with a 45-63 record, a .417 win percentage, last in the division. This is the ineptitude I've been striving for. These are my pitching stats, as well as my batting stats. I make no moves at this time because I legitimately have no one in the minors to look to. Mark Trumbo goes on rehab, comes back from rehab, and I send Zach Vincege to AAA. This is my new lineup. Rio Ruiz is out for 3 months. I call up Jonah Arenado in his place. This is my new lineup. Tim Anderson is out for 2 to 3 weeks. I call up Rylan Bannon in his place. This is my new lineup. We enter September with a 55-80 record, a 4.0 win percentage, last in the division. I wonder if we can finish below 400. These are my pitching stats, as well as my batting stats. I call up Keegan Aiken and Dylan Tate. These are my new pitching assignments. Tim Anderson is activated from the disabled list, while Jonah Arenado is out for the rest of the season. Don't worry, buddy, it was almost over anyway. We reach the end of the season, and we end with the 64-98 record, a .395 win percentage, last in the division. We did it, guys!
We did it! We did it!
We did it!
We did it! Yay!
Here are my pitching stats to end the season, as well as my batting stats. As far as the World Series, the Indians go on to beat the Cardinals in 6 games. Don't think that syncs with real life. End of season achievement. We completed one of the owner's goals by acquiring Andrew Vaughn. Like I care. To end the season, I void the remainder of Andrew Kashner's contract. The owner is generally happy with my performance despite being one of the worst teams this year, and I have a very limited budget that's basically a fifth gone because of Chris Davis. Also of note, the 40-man roster was reduced to 38 players. That is unfortunate moving forward, but I've dealt with worse. Until next time, don't go to Baltimore. Seriously, it's one of the worst places in the world. I'm not even kidding.